The original plot of Stranger Things is over, and while there are certainly different directions it could have followed production-wise, and in terms of its writing, the good news is, there's still plenty to enjoy about the series. But even with numerous tie-in adventures, from video games to recent animated spin-offs, its most underrated project that's the most consistently overwritten by the main series is the Dark Horse comic series. Stranger Things had some truly special projects, with some stories coming out as recently as last year featuring beloved supporting characters. But others, like Stranger Things 6, introduced an alternate set of Hawkins lab test subjects. While the news about this Stranger Things series reaching Webtoon isn't perhaps new, the stories it tells, particularly of those stuck at Hawkins' lab, paint a picture of just how exploitative the secret research facility truly was. It also introduces characters with far more dynamic backgrounds than the virtually unnamed test subjects killed by Henry Creel in Season 4, coming from broken homes, or potentially from homes devastated by the abilities of the children brought under its fold. In the case of Stranger Things 6, it may have been more difficult to then incorporate into the streaming series, but it certainly enriched not just an untapped corner of the franchise, but made pre-existing stars all the more sinister. Rather than focusing on 11 or other established characters in what's aggressively been retconned as of Stranger Things Season 4, 6 tells the story of the eponymous test subject, and whether being brought to Hawkins' lab actually changed her life at all. Brought to the lab in her late teens, the girl originally known as Francine is shown in this series with her parents increasingly aware of her raw talents for precognition. This includes early incidents like in 1970, where she prevented herself and her mother from getting into a fatal accident, or in 1974 through 1977 where her father, Roy, would try to exploit this talent to predict the winning lottery numbers, being furious if her predictions were off. Now with episode 11 of the webtoon version of Stranger Things 6 out, readers can see the psychic toll it had on her. Despite eventually getting enough winnings for her family to afford a better life, Francine's parents demanded more, prompting her to seek solace at her boyfriend, Ricky's place. However, with Ricky being revealed not just to be Hawkins' lab test subject number 3, but a willing participant conditioned over years, it's all the more disappointing for Francine, now named 6, to see him there. Things only deteriorate further from here, before even mentioning stories of other named subjects in this series, like twins Jamie, 9, and Marcy, 9.5, being told in a later spin-off. From dark visions of what fans know well as the Upside Down,